Good morning and welcome to a new vlog and welcome to week 7. Yes, week 7, you heard correctly. Got 2 lectures on today. Well, I'm going to head over to the faculty now, having just had something for breakfast. So I'll be attending those 2 lectures but also preparing for the supervisions that I've got next week, in particular for family law, where I've got quite a bit to do for that. So for contract, we finished off looking at explanation courses and started looking at misrepresentation. And for international law, we started looking at state responsibility. So that was quite interesting. I've just been staying at the faculty for a bit to get on with some family law note taking. But I'm going to head back to college now and continue with that, as well as getting something for dinner as well. Having done some more work, I'm going to head over to the Cambridge Union. We've got an interesting debate on tonight, focusing on AI, which should be quite interesting. And we've actually got a very interesting speaker, a different kind of speaker than what we usually have. I'm not going to disclose anything at the moment. You'll find out in a moment how it went and what this speaker was all about. But I'm looking forward to this debate. So the motion at the Cambridge Union for the debate this evening was this House believes that AI will bring more harm than good. And the reason why I said it was different was because one of the speakers was different. And the reason for that was because it was a debating robot, an actual AI debating robot known as Project Debater. And so what they had done is they had programmed it in a way that would provide arguments both for in proposition of the motion and in opposition of the motion. That was just amazing. That I wasn't expecting that, and it was just fantastic. Overall, the debate was really good. I think abstentions won in the end. It was very close actually in terms of the votings, but overall just a really good night. Got a couple of lectures tomorrow and I've got a couple of things happening as well, so I'll probably catch you in the morning. First lectures on a Friday are always at 11 o'clock and that'll be for land law, and then at 1 o'clock I've got a lecture for admin, so that should be quite good. In the meantime, while I'm there, I'll probably just be focusing on supervision preparation. Still got quite a bit to do for that, but I'm making good progress on that so far. So I've just had my final lecture for the day. The land law lecture continued looking at co-ownership, and for admin we started looking at the idea of legitimate expectations as a ground of judicial review. That was quite interesting. I'm out this evening, so I need to get on with some work. So what I'm probably going to do is have something for lunch first of all, and then get back to college and get on with some note-taking preparations for supervisions. So having managed to get some more notes done for my family law supervision on Monday, I'm now heading down for some birthday celebrations. It's for my friends Tim and Astrid. You may know them, you might recognise those names. I was with them for the Jesus May Ball last term and that was brilliant. And you might know Astrid, you might have watched her videos. She's a fellow study tuber like me. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, make sure you do so. I'll link it in the description below. So I'm going to the birthday celebrations there. That's in there where they're staying near Jesus College. So I'm going to head down now and just spend the evening with them. That should be really good. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So this is the glorious birthday girl. How does it feel?
Being 21?
Yeah.
21 years.
Very scared.
Sorry, 21 is quite old.
So do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Will, I'm a second year lawyer, mates with Kieron, and we're at Trees right now, having a good time.
And how about you?
I'm Charlotte, second year MML, which is German and Russian in my case.
And how's second year compared to first year?
Harder.
Much better.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
Yes, right.
Just as bad as first year, except better.
Yeah, you get more work, but you know how to do them.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
You two just
I like it. And then
It is good, yeah.
And how are you finding tonight so far?
It's good.
But we met really good people like Kieron, so yeah.
Yeah. We're on a vlog now, so it's got a lot from
Yeah, you're famous now, you know. It's
Exactly. YouTube royalty.
So Paige is gonna try and get this one in. Can she get it in? Can she get it in? Come on, Paige.
No one believes in her.
Come on, Paige. No pressure. Oh, shame. Shame.
One more page. One to win. Here we
Come on, Paige.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
So we had a good time in next door. We were actually moved from next door into here, and we just played a game of, what was the game called, Paige? What was the game?
He's a cow.
It's like a ping pong kind of game. It's called
See it off.
See, right? Paige won. Paige won, I'm afraid. I should have won, but Paige won. But I'll accept the victory.
All the people to lose to, I am a great player, so like.
She is a good player. I'm going to give her that victory.
Any average like big pong player, you probably would want to.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give her the victory. So I don't know if you could tell, but I did somewhat have a good night last night. It was just brilliant. So we were in Astrid's kitchen to start off with, and then eventually we just moved next door for a bit, where me and Paige played that ping pong kind of game, which was quite interesting. But just overall, just had a fantastic night. Just being able to catch up with Astrid and just to celebrate her birthday, celebrate Tim's birthday. Today, I've got quite a bit still to do for Monday for my family law supervision, so I'm probably going to focus on that initially. I might do some land law supervision preparation as well. We'll just see how things get on. So I've just been in the buttery with a couple of my friends getting on with some work. Still in the middle of that, so I've got quite a bit to do, but I'm making good progress in terms of my family law note taking, which I'm pleased with. And we even took a break to have something for dinner and to play a bit of Mario Kart, because why not? And you know, it's good to take those breaks during the work. I'm probably going to focus on editing. I need to edit one of the vlogs, which will be out by the time you see this one, so I need to do that because I am out this evening attending something, so that's why I need to do that. I've just come back from the buttery where I've been pretty much spending most of the day there, making good progress in terms of preparing for supervisions, and I've pretty much edited most of the vlog that I needed to edit, which I'm pleased with. Head over to the Cambridge Uni now because we've got the Bridgman's party on this evening. I'm helping out at a couple of things there, so I need to be there before 7, so that's why I'm heading down now. Should be a good evening, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So first of all, the Bridgman's party at the Union last night was really good, so I was helping out with ticketing as well as the karaoke they had upstairs. It was just an overall good night. There was a good few people there, and it seemed that they were having good fun as well, which is the main thing. So yeah, just a good night. Today, my priority is to be prepared for that family law supervision. Still got some reading to do and some questions to answer. So good news, I've been able to do the notes from the main textbook I'm using for family law, which I'm pleased with, because for this supervision there's 2 chapters, and I think that's about 140 pages in total. Yes, about 140 pages in total, so quite a lot. But what I found is important and what I found useful for me is just to divide it up into sections and do so many pages per day, because then that makes it easy. And obviously the key thing is just going through and highlighting and then jotting down the key bits of information, not all of it, just the key bits of information from the textbook. So I'm pleased I've got that done. The supervision work is not finished yet. I've still got the questions to answer and some other bit of some reading to do, but I'll do that for the rest of the day. I'm going to take a break and get something from the shops. There's a couple of things I need to get. And then, like I said, I'll probably get on with some more work, have dinner at some point as well. So for the rest of the day, I've been mainly getting on with preparations for my family law supervision. I think I'm pretty much ready for that. Like I mentioned, there was a lot of reading to do, and there's a lot to think about for the supervision. But I think I'm pretty much ready. I'll do some quick checks this evening before I head off to bed, and again in the morning before I head off to the Sidwick site for lectures and then for the supervision. But I think I'm pretty much ready. I did do a bit of land law preparation as well because our supervision's on Thursday, but not as much compared to family law. On a different note, I got these yesterday. I forgot to mention it. When I came back yesterday, I quickly went to my pigeonhole and found these. Now for those who've been with my channel for a while, you might remember the week 7 cookie fairy from last year. So this is where you could write an anonymous message and have it with a cookie, and it would be put in the person's pigeonhole. I got 2 last year and I got 2 again this year. The cookies have been eaten, I can confirm that. But the nice thing is you get lovely messages. So for example, this one says Merry Bridgemas, so it's just a nice little message that you can send to someone, which is quite nice, especially when obviously the term's coming to an end and people might still have a lot of work on, things like that. So that was quite nice. Probably going to head off to bed after I've done some checks over supervision work, because of course it's got quite a busy day tomorrow. Good morning and happy Bridgemas. It is the 25th of November, so that means it's Bridgemas here for us Cambridge students. I've got my lecture at 9 o'clock, which I'm heading over towards now, and then afterwards I'll have my supervision for family law. I'll be focusing on the financial aspects in terms of children and in terms of cohabitants who separate. So there'll be quite a lot to cover, but it should be quite useful. I should note there are some strikes on, I think, starting today. Not sure how long they're going to last, but it'll just be like a picket line around Sidwick site. So first of all, I had a lecture for landlord, continuing on looking at co-ownership and looking at the idea of constructive trusts, which was quite interesting. Then I've just come out of my family law supervision, like I mentioned, focusing on financial matters in relation to children and in relation to cohabitants who separate. And we mainly went through a problem question. I found that very helpful because there's quite a lot to it, so it was a very useful supervision, and our last family law supervision for this term, which I can't believe. I'm going to have something for lunch now and then get on with some landlord supervision preparation. I've got 2 lectures on this afternoon as well, one for administrative law and then one for family law afterwards. So just to go through a couple of things, first of all in terms of my lectures, the administrative law lecture continued looking at legitimate expectations, and for family law we started looking at the financial matters in relation to children, and then afterwards stayed at the faculty for a bit to get on with some work, and then went to the union to set up ready for a panel. I attended that panel. It was looking at male mental health, which was quite interesting, and some really good speakers, very powerful words that they had about it. It's such an important matter to discuss. I might put a link in the description below to CALM, which is just one of the many organisations that look at this, because it's important to raise awareness about it and also to talk about it as well. So I'll do that. Probably head off to bed soon. I've got a few things happening tomorrow, but I'll let you know more about that in the morning. So given that it is Tuesday today, I've only got the 1 lecture, and that'll be for contract law, but that's not till 11. However, the reason why I am up now is because I need to head off to a meeting of the full committee of the Cambridge Union, so I need to do that, and then afterwards probably just head straight to the faculty, get on with some land law supervision preparation, and then attend that lecture for contract law. And there's also a barrister event on that's happening at the faculty as well, so that should be quite useful and helpful for me as well. The contract law lecture continued looking at misrepresentation, and then afterwards there was a barrister event going on in the faculty, so there was representatives from different chambers and from different organisations, so it was a good opportunity for me to ask questions about whether that be pupils or what areas of the law they specialise in, and I found that really helpful. So I talked to a couple of the representatives from a couple of the chambers, and that was just really helpful. I'm glad that I did that. Just gave me a lot to think about, a lot to ponder and just wonder about in terms of going forward in terms of a career in the law. I'm going to head back to Homerton now and just get on with some more land law supervision prep. I'm out this evening, so I'll probably need to definitely focus and try and get as much as I can done, because that supervision is on Thursday. So very shortly I'll be getting ready to head over to Homerton College. We're having a formal there as part of the full committee of the Cambridge Union, so that'll be good opportunity to catch up and to relax and have fun as we approach the end of term. So I'm looking forward to that, so that'll be happening soon. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and get myself sorted, do a couple of things just to get myself prepared for my supervision on Thursday. So I enjoyed the formal at Churchill College, really good food and just a good atmosphere and just nice to catch up with everyone. So it was overall a very good night. Afterwards we had a brief look around at Fitzwilliam College, where one of my friends was who was at the formal was staying at, so I was having a look at that. That was quite interesting. But yeah, just like I mentioned, just an overall good night. Probably head off to bed now. Now normally, given that it's a Wednesday, I would have had 4 lectures, but due to the strikes that I mentioned, my first lecture for international law at 9 o'clock has been cancelled. So that means I've just got the 3 lectures today. First one starting at 11 o'clock. But I'm still going to head over to the faculty now because I've got quite a bit of note taking still to do and a lot of preparation to do for my land law supervision that I've got on Thursdays. Our contract lecture continued looking at misrepresentation. That was followed by land law, continuing looking at co-ownership. And then for family law, we've just finished off looking at provisions, financial provisions in relation to children. So the next step will be to look at cohabitants. I need to do something in town, there's something I need to collect. And then afterwards I'll be heading over to the union. We've got a whistleblowing panel, which should be quite interesting. And I need to be there as part of my capacity as head of events management. It was definitely an interesting event at the union. So it was a whistleblowing panel. And one of the speakers was Edward Snowden, who is a famous whistleblower. He was speaking via like a Skype kind of system. And there was another person doing the same thing. And then there was one speaker physically present in the chamber. But it was just an overall very interesting, very intriguing event, and I very much enjoyed that, and the events management went well as well. I'm going to probably be focusing on land law this evening, but there is something that I need to do beforehand. So yes, here we are for what will probably be the penultimate laundry segment. There'll be one more in the last vlog of term next week. I can't believe it's that stage of the term already. So I'm going to put the cycle on. While that's happening, I need to get on with land law. Quite a bit to do, quite a lot to do still, and the supervision's tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably get it done, it's just there's still quite a bit to do. So I'm going to focus on that for this evening. Maybe have something to eat as well, because I haven't had dinner yet. So yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do while this cycle is on. So I think I'm pretty much ready for my supervision for tomorrow. There's still a couple of bits and pieces just to do, but I'll just quickly do that in the morning before my supervision on the afternoon. And with that comes the end of another vlog. Week 7 is coming to an end, which means we're coming to week 8, the final week of term, which is just crazy to believe that term is nearly over. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, don't forget to do the usual things, liking the video, subscribing to my channel by clicking the bottom right hand corner, hitting that notification bell to keep up to date on new videos and new vlogs that come out, sharing my videos and vlogs, and also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I hope to see you in the next video.